Hey guys, today I've got a tutorial on my semi-original sandwich effect called Pickles. Now, the middle two phases are actually from Hugo Lucioni's Smash routine, which he released on Theory 11's Wire a couple of months ago, but it was free, so I decided to incorporate it into my effect, and then I can teach it in this video because the effect was originally free. Now, if you haven't seen the performance of this effect, be sure to go and check out the link, which I'll put in the description, and then come straight back here and I'll show you how the effect is done. So you're going to need two jokers for this effect, and it's better if they're identical because then you can remove pretty much all indiscrepancies from this trick. Once you have your jokers, you display them to the spectator. Then you need to get a pinky break beneath the top card, just like so. You square up the jokers and then transfer that break to a thumb break. So you have a thumb break beneath 3 cards. You're then going to dribble the cards and ask the spectator to just say stop somewhere as you maintain this break. So you dribble through the cards, let's say they say stop right here. You push off the card they stop at and you use your index finger and middle finger on top, index finger on bottom, to rotate this card around. So you move your index finger up and your middle finger down, and you can rotate to show the selection. Now as you do this, you drop all of the cards below that break, just like so. All of the cards, so you're just left with the 3 cards in your right hand and the selection, just like this. Then you flip over the selection and you move your right hand back over the pack and you pick up about half of the cards. You then move this half towards you and out jog the next card, which is right there. So now they think their selection is in the center, and you can display that there is a card in the center, but in fact it is the second face down card from the top of the pack. You then square up this card in the center and then you say we'll try and use the jokers to find the selection. Now if you have any problems with the patter in this effect, just once again be sure to go and check out the performance and you can get some ideas from there. So now you need to get another pinky break beneath just the top card, square up the jokers and then lift up at that break. You peel off the top joker and then you move your right hand forward, so you have your 2 cards here. You push forward this joker and then you use your index finger to pull that joker back. Now it looks like the first joker has disappeared. The second one, you need to perform an Erdnase change. There's many good tutorials on the Erdnase change on YouTube. Just search Erdnase change tutorial and a lot of good ones will appear. So you need to perform your Erdnase change just like this and make it look like the second joker has disappeared. Then you need to make them reappear again. So you do another Erdnase change to make the first one reappear, and the second one you just click your fingers and you can either cut the cards and spread through and display the jokers, or you can simply click your fingers and spread through to the jokers and display that they've sandwiched 1 card. You need to, as you spread through, get another break beneath the top card, pull out the card in between the jokers and perform a double lift to display the selection, in this case the Jack of Hearts. You flip it over and you push off the top card, which is actually not the selection, and you put it somewhere into the center of the pack. You get another pinky break beneath the top card, square up the 2 jokers, and then you say we'll do the same thing again but a bit different. You lift up at that break so you have the selection as well as the 2 jokers, peel off the top joker, square it up just like this, and flip them over like so, trying not to flash the selection in between. You then peel off that bottom joker and put it on top, just like so. So now you have the selection face to face with this joker right here. You flip over the top card and say, what if this was your selection? Wouldn't that be pretty amazing? And then you do the same move you did before. So you put these cards on top of the pack, you slide forwards and then you use your ring finger or your middle finger just to pull this card back. You flip these over to show that they are the jokers and that the selection is on top, but in fact these are just 2 cards. You get a break beneath these 2 cards and flip them over once again. You take the top card and put it into the center of the pack, just like this. You get another break beneath the top card and square up so you have 3 cards just like this. Peel off the top joker and flip it over, and then the next one, you move your hand over the pack and riffle down that card so that you can tilt your hand forwards as you slide your thumb down the back to show this joker has nothing on the back of it, and then you tilt your hand back again to flip this card over and use your thumb to flip it face down. and then you can push over the top 2 cards, hold them in Biddle grip like this, and then pull off the top card to reverse the order, and you can show you have 2 cards like this. Now as you square them up, you need to riffle off that bottom card like that, and act as if you're squaring up 2 cards, and as you lift up, you only have 1 card, which will be the selection, but they should think it is the 2 jokers. So you push off the top 2 cards, you square them up, and you riffle off that bottom card like that, and then you can shake this card and then display it to be the selection, in this case the Jack of Hearts. Now you say that a pack of cards without any jokers isn't particularly helpful, so you're going to need to find them again, and you'll use the soulmate of the selection to do this. So in this case the Jack of Diamonds goes with the Jack of Hearts. You then get a pinky break beneath the top 2 cards, which will be the 2 jokers, and then you square up the 2 jacks on top. You lift up all 4 cards just like this, and you peel off the Jack of Diamonds, and then do the same move as before. So you put these cards on top, slide them forwards, and then use your index finger to pull just the top card back, so it looks like the first Jack has disappeared. You then perform another Erdnase change just like before, but what I like to do is this time, because there's 2 cards in between the 2 jacks, you can move your hand to the side, keeping this joker palmed like so, and then move the joker back over as you square up that jack, and then it looks like the second jack has disappeared. Then you need to get them back, so you cut them into the center just like this, and then you spread through the cards, and you say, oh well, there should really be 2 cards in between the jacks, but there's only 1. Now there's 2 ways to go about the next part. You can either cull this card, which is in this case above the Jack of Hearts, under the spread, so you use your fingers to pull this card under the spread like so, and you push those cards through until this card is underneath the Jack of Diamonds. Now of course you can't just pull it all to the side, because then it's appearing out of nowhere, so you need to square up the cards and then do a bit of explanation, as you should see in the performance, then spread back through again, and you can cut these cards to the top, and then you're ready for the next part. Or what you can do is, once the cards are like this again in the center, you can just cut at this Jack of Hearts to the bottom, and then you set these cards aside as you explain once again with the patter as I used in the performance. Then as you're doing that, you need to control this bottom joker to the top, so I just used an overhand shuffle, just like this, to control that joker to the top like so. Then you can pick up these jacks again, sandwiching that joker. If you want, you can show that it is a joker, and then you continue with the next part. You get a pinky break beneath the top joker, square up like this, and you need to perform a side steal color change. Pretty sure that's the right name for it. So you form a C shape with your hand like this, using your fingers, so that from this position you can't see that there are any cards there at all, because that's what you're doing. You're lifting up these 4 cards and you're peeling off the top jack just like this, so it looks like you have nothing in your hand if you perform it from the right angle. So you've peeled it off, and then you're moving around just like this, so you can see the jack is still there, and you move your hand forward and drop those cards like that, so it looks like the jack has disappeared. Then you perform another Erdnase change like this, and if you want you can move the cards to the side, and then just like that another jack reappears. Then you can click your fingers and spread through and show now the jacks are sandwiching 2 cards, which are the 2 jokers. So once again, if you need any reference for patter, then remember to go and check out my performance, and hopefully you could learn from this tutorial, and hopefully I will see you all again next time. The pack, like so, and I'm actually going to square it up so it's lost nice and fairly into the deck. Now these 2 jokers, which have been on top of the pack the whole time and still are going to attempt to find your selection.